Hello everybody, Chris Wood here. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. I'm just doing this quick update here to show everybody, let everybody know that what has been taking place with me is pretty much done. My brain injury, I have absolutely no feeling in my head or my face anymore. I'm starting to lose control of parts of my body. I'm losing control of my breathing. I am actually shitting blood. I hate to say that, but I am actually shitting blood now again. When this first started, it was just my ears bleeding all the time. Now I'm having it coming out of all orifices, and there's not a damn thing I can do about it because Lennox and Annington County General Hospital doctors are involved. Excuse me. Sorry about that, everybody. I am having problems breathing. My right lung is screwed. My right kidney is screwed. My right brain has been fully lobotomized. I feel nothing but electricity in my head and my face and being broadcasted through from R&M. It is compliments of Lennox and Annington O.P.P. Provincial Police, Spencer Mills, 14716, Staff Sergeant, Ex-Chief, Shannon Cork, Robert Keane, Robert Lucas, Mental Health Worker Stacy, and Shelley Hafner. Revenge retaliation crime on me. The doctors they haven't used to cover up their crimes for them. Here in Napanee is Dr. Tatiana V, aka Margie V. She's the file falsifier, the one that gets their victims medically blacklisted for her girlfriend Stacy. Dr. Joy Hadley, Dr. Waldron, Dr. Barton, Dr. Pritchard, Dr. McGregor, Triage Nurse Terry, Triage Nurse Tanya, Triage Nurse David, and Paladin Security. William Bill Wooldridge, 149 Center Street North, Napanee, Ontario. Blair Hardy, Tyler Lake, Javen Allstein, a guy named Ray Ray, his roommate Sam, Bert Hustler, Maggie Falls, Allie Cooper, a Bucktooth Bob, a Kim Delarosable, and others that have been using remote neuromonitoring on me. Right now as I'm doing this, all I'm getting is burning in the back of my head, the spot on the back of my head. I've had that since I was shot in the ear back in 2019 by the ex-O.P.P chief. And that's when I started having the problems. That's when my medical problems started. That's when the stalking started more. I got pictures of William Billy Wooldridge, and he went into hiding. He is a sex offender, human sex trade, slavery trafficker, children to pedophiles, adults to sex offenders, financial thefts and frauds, drug trafficking, human trafficking. He's guilty of multiple murders. He is an inmate, sex offender, co-offender, and he is boss to O.P.P, the ones named, and the doctors here. For 3 years I've been trying to get him arrested. I've been surrounded hands on guns. I have been laughed in my face over it. I have been falsely arrested to deflect everything against them. I have been kidnapped 24 hours after asking for help from against them. With this crime taking place with me, I am the end of my bloodline, my skull, my face, my skull's been split. I can prove it. I have a video to show it. My brain has been seriously injured. There's been serious lies cast against me, stating I have a long criminal record in history, stating I have a long psychological record in history, stating that I am suicidal and a self-harmer and this and that, and none of it is true in any way, shape, or form, and those lies need to be answered by the ones who told them about me. I had no criminal record until I was falsely charged by O.P.P and the doctors to deflect a crime against me for wanting them charged, and that's exactly the only time. Lies against me about drugs that I do not do, when I am against them in every way, shape, and form. I myself have overdosed from them, and I have lost too many friends and family from the junk. I want nothing to do with the garbage or anybody that does the garbage. So, you're human sex trade slavery traffickers, you're guilty of injuring, you're torturing, you're using remote neuromonitoring, you're paying all these people $300 a day and their drugs of choice. Yes, you have body cameras now, but that don't mean nothing. You can shut them off. And you're making the deliveries to them after the shift change when they're already off, then you don't have to account for nothing. That's how it's being done. And I will not be proven wrong. Usually about 2:30 in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. In the meantime, I am being fully brain fucked and I have no feeling in my head whatsoever, so congratulations to you murderers. You're guilty of murdering my mother. You are guilty of murdering me. And yes, you pretty well have, because I have no feeling or stimulation whatsoever in my head in any way, shape, or form. And this has nothing to do with drugs. This has to do with me having my brain burned out of my head from remote neuromonitoring use 24/7 for 3 fucking years constantly. Being kicked out of the hospital, or not just being seen, or being belittled or abused so they could cover this up, so hoping that I would leave, and I was leaving all the time when it was happening, and then they were turning around and accusing me of refusing medical help from them. Bullshit. That is not the case in any way, shape, or form, you fucking bastards. You're using your positions and your credentials to get away with the crimes that you are getting away with. Outside cops need to come in and a felony criminally arrest. I want police charged. I want doctors charged for their crimes. I want William Billy Wooldridge arrested and charged, along with Blair Hardy, whether he is in jail or not, along with Tyler Lake and Javen Allstein and others. I am not going to O.P.P to get this done, because I am not going to be fucking shot for them wanting to protect their boss and boyfriend, co-offender, who is committing fucking homicides for them. This is how you traffic, this is how you frame, and this is how you murder. You put pure prisoner tracking onto your victims. You use remote neuromonitoring. You lie, cover up, buy time. You're a fucking serial killer, Spencer Mills. You're a sex-offending piece of shit, Staff Sergeant. You are a pedophile, ex-chief. Sex slavery at that. Laughing in people's faces over your boss's arrest, Shannon Cork, as he went on to murder my mother, and you knew exactly what was going to take place. You knew 100% that he was going to kill my mother. You are guilty of homicide through him. So, 3 years later, you got your identity theft, but I'm not taking a fall for Wooldridge or any of you other fucks. And somebody is going to pay to put me back to what's been fucking done to me for illegal purposes, for revenge, retaliation, for me speaking of O.P.P crimes, and that's exactly what that's about. And I will not be proven wrong, you fucking terrorist bastards. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up. Chris Wood, love all, hate none. Hit that like, share, subscribe. If no more videos, then take this serious. I live in Napanee, Lennox and Addington, Ontario County. I hope somebody remembers my tattoos, because if anything happens to me, it will not be mistaken identity, knowing I cannot go to a hospital. So if anything happens to me, it will be homicide, and it's through the police, and the doctors are involved for their Hells Angels Bandito bosses, Billy Wooldridge, Blair Hardy, Tyler Lake, and Jabin Allstein, and many others that they are associated with through the Banditos and Hells Angels here. The police you think you know and the doctors you go to for help are nothing more than crime cover-up doctors for Lennox and Addington, Ontario Provincial Police, and I have proven it for 3 years. They even have a justice of the peace to make accusations and refuse arrest, so no shot in getting, no way of getting any OIPRDs, no way of getting any private prosecutions in this town, and no way of getting any help to save your life, because they got it all covered. Having to answer for nothing because of your badges. You're fucking terrorists. You became cops to murder, and that's exactly it. I will not be proven wrong, you fucking pieces of shit. You owe me millions and millions and millions of dollars, O.P.P, along with Lennox and Addington County General Hospital and the doctors involved. You owe me millions, and so does Ontario Mental Health Association. Chris Wood, love all, hate none. Hit that like, share, subscribe. Be safe.